Hello, welcome back to Oughtplorers Devlog Week 16. This week, or this month rather, I fully completed this, went through, used the Godot's new export system, which if you go up to here, export, and into the ESCN, you'll see that this one is a little bit different, and that it no longer requires the -COL. Instead, you go into here, you do rigid body, passive, shape mesh, and base for all the things that I wanted to export, which gives it its collision without having to go through and make sure that all the names were renamed to something. To me, this is a much better process instead of doing -COL or COL only, because now I know more what I'm exporting. I went through and made most of the tree level, or pretty much, all the stuff that you'll be walking on. Then if we go into here, go into play, you'll see that the menu is now back to what it was originally before, I think, week 8. Or week 8. And here you can, I need to get rid of that spawning cube. We have the upgrades, which you can now actually pick up, and they have their own spinning animation along with their own cards that play whenever you pick them up. The first basic enemy, though I still need to implement a knockback system, so that way when you go up and you decide that you want to hug this tiny little thing, the tiny little thing will instead just maul your face. Although, it'll probably just push you back. With this, also, all these textures are done by Godot, in that when I exported it out of Blender and went into Godot, this is sort of the material that it came closest to rendering. That's because it uses Godot's internal compiler or internal shaders, which aren't as complex as Godot or Blender's. So using something like world coordinates and using other noise textures, I've been told, doesn't necessarily work. However, as you just saw right there, the door kind of pops up a little bit whenever you walk in. I need to redo this system so that way, the doors at least, because whenever you walk into a room, they just kind of pop up. That's because the animations I have for the doors are very rudimentary and very just unpolished. And as you can see right here, we can't go over there. This area in particular was one that I had to redo a little bit. And that's actually going with most of these, or with some of these areas. Such as this area right down here. This area, well, not this area, but that little area I had to redo because I found out I couldn't make doorways that are flat like the floor right here. So I had to redo most of it, so that way when you go down a level, you use stairs instead of going through a door, simply because I found that using a door, like, unless you're at the very end where you have all the power-ups, you're not really able to travel upwards. The only counter to that, or the only fix to that, would be to sort of levitate the player up, and that's adding in more stuff to an already very broken system. Not necessarily a broken system, but a system that isn't very robust. You can explore the entire map And as you can see, you're also able to note clip if you use the tilde key, just in case you get anywhere you're not supposed to be. And yeah, from here, what I have planned is inevitably we're going to have the first boss, which is over in this area, right in here. You'll be able to then go either through this way if you find out that this is a little hidden secret, or you'll be able to go through a different pathway to here, which is the next next area you're supposed to be in, and where the next boss will be, which is like, okay, well, you go, you get that boss, you come down here. Oh, look, here's a major boss. Dun dun dun. So, yeah. I also have the, for the next video, we'll be having a actual artwork, although kind of rudimentary and not polished up. It'll be a quick sketch by someone who can actually draw, and that it'll be posted in to the very beginning of the video, and then in the rest of the video it'll be down in the bottom right hand corner with sort of the explanation as to what you'll be looking at. This system right here, though, once I get in more enemies and more systems, polish the, or not polish, never polish right now. I'll just be getting in other things such as, the map system, hopefully by next month, will be up. The 2 major bosses of this area will be up. Some of the more, the 2 major bosses and the map system, which I'm still debating if I should have one, but I'm pretty certain I should. Although doing a map system in the 3D environment will be kind of difficult and require a little bit more planning than what I've done with the map. So knowing exactly how to get it in and sort of what type of map will be best, I'll have to do a lot of research on. So, yeah, this is month 4 of Oughtplorers, and currently it's coming along very nicely. Adding in everything's very smooth, very easy. If anyone has any questions on how I did something, I'd be more than happy to show them. All of this work was done in C#, so anyone with any questions is more than, I'd be more than willing to answer. Alright, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.